Away. Okay, you go away. You come here, little window. And I see you once again decide to load. Very, very, very calmly. Usually good sign though. Does mean that things can technically speaking do work, so I'm not too unhappy with that. Now then, while all of this nonsense goes on, let me click around in a few other windows, furiously, while waiting for something to happen. Also, for once, surprisingly enough, I'm early. But it has mostly to do with the fact that I'm probably actually going to fall asleep. I don't get shit going, basically. That would not be something I'm happy about. Oh, I would be happy about. Now I need to kind of put things around so I actually have space, because I have not found much motivation today to do anything. You little bottle, go away. You can stay right where you are, little one, and you little one. Microphone, you go a bit to the side, because I'm going to hit you at some point, and that's not something we want to have. Being early for once, I'm some time actually, you know, surprised. And whoop, and whoop. Now, at some point in the near future, you might potentially be able to see something. I sure hope this happens, but let me check out if everything has loaded. It has loaded, I think. Ah, it's always nice to see that with its slight little delay going on. Now then. Well. Okay, let us start with a bit of a retelling of last time's events. That shouldn't take that long. Well, we kind of arrived at the city, we got to the guild, we got our little paperwork filled out so that we are now well, attached to this branch for the moment. We met up with our old buddy Niall after we kind of lost our little hotel room to a friendly, very friendly, noble person. Quite the guy, so to speak. And well, he kind of offered to let us stay with him, which we did, after which we got a nice little cutscene of somebody burning the freaking orphanage down. Now, don't get me wrong, there are many a joke about burning it down, and I do remember that some people in the pen and paper era did at some point kinda try out just how much fire damage you can do to the local orphanage. Yes. I also do remember myself making some save games and trying just how much damage I can do to children and other things, but you know, generally speaking, you are not going to get very much popular with the ladies if your hobby is burning down orphanages. For some reason, people do not look at that kindly. Strangely enough. Shut up, kitty! Please, for the love of God. I am too tired to fight with you. Shut up. Now, what we're going to do now is the following. I can already foresee that an investigation is in our direct future. An investigation most interesting. Finding out who the fuck did it, and most definitively trying to punish them for it. Sounds like a good plan. So for the moment, since I don't really want to get started on that seems like a bit of a waste, we're gonna do most of the talkie talks, and we're going to go and do some of the side quests before we start with our investigation. So that being the plan as it is, we shall now start talking. Where did the birds go? They spread their wings and fly off to unknown lands. They look so small up in the sky. They're strong creatures. I wish I could live like they do. I don't know, I do like to have, you know, sums. That's kinda useful. Let's stop by the guild before we head out. They'll probably have some work for us. Okay. We're not even allowed to leave, eh? I realize that I still haven't made more money. Can you believe I've been here for 10 years already? Yes, certainly do creep up on you. They do. Just recently I was like, well, been a while since we started this little business, isn't it? Looking on the registration of the business, I'm like, oh shit, that's really some years, hasn't it been? That was kind of fun. I'm looking after the house today, all by myself. My mom and dad are working. My brother's off to school. I'm kinda lonely. Good little one. Don't you worry, little one. You're doing a good job. You shall get many a head pet for your hard endeavors. I've been thinking over this whole matter with my son. Not so much about whether I prefer he pursue a life at sea or college. I think I'll be okay with whatever he wants, so long as he can make a decent living. I shall be honest. I will leave the choice up to him. Actually, that's a quite wise choice, just not completely, please. Our academy's entrance exam is apparently as difficult as I feared. I take a lot more dedication than Sunday school ever did. Yeah, I mean, basically Sunday school is just basic teaching. I want to eventually work as a crewman aboard an airship. What I've wanted to do ever since I was a little kid. And it's never changed, even once in all that time. You mean you're a head boy? Seems like a decent enough way to make your living, I'd say. I mean, you can't really speak much about the payment because I have not a single clue, but... I'm just gonna let you starve, I imagine. Being a crewman? I guess you're not going to starve. I don't know. I really don't. But sounds like a decent enough. I mean, it's better than having no idea or some other nonsense going on. Heard about it from Jeanne. Someone from the royal family is apparently here in Rouen. She has the same bloodline as Queen Alicia. I bet he's really refined the dignified. Guess he's coming to just make his presence known. Yeah, we met him and oh boy, he's special. There's been a big increase in tourist traffic lately. I hope these people by the dockside warehouse don't go causing any trouble. Oh right, we also encountered the gang, the Ravens. One should cross the bridge alone. Why not? Little lad kid. The scenery is gorgeous, but the history is really sad. Our LoH Trails was built around 40 years ago, roughly the same time as the Langland Bridge. One of the few structures that wasn't damaged in the war. I gave up my day off to work today. So busy that my daughter's helping out back at home. Quite a few today. These aren't big enough catches to satisfy me. I go to catch a real whooper. Wait for record books. The name of the Holy Order of the Fisherman's Guild. Sure. I mean, at least he's, well, also rather dedicated to his craft, I suppose. I fear this place would be noisy, being right below a casino. Instead, it's actually very quiet and peaceful. Well, the casino's closed, isn't it? I'm a little late, but I came for breakfast. Rumor has it that my brother's little crew got caught up with the mayor yesterday. Bet money they only act out like this because they're insecure. If you think about it, it's kind of pathetic. Oh boy. I just kinda nailed down 90% of what teenagers do. And yeah, it kinda ends up being like that. Once the tourist season starts up, I want to pull in customers from all walks of life. As soon as we get up. Okay, pop you up. It's resulted in more customers for me. I want to get the remodeling done as soon as possible, so we'll be busy again. Yeah, I do love it. This is rather relaxing. And God bless it for that. I can use the relaxation. And the work to be done. Now I can finally relax. Not much of a chance to do so, usually, but with being a merchant abuser, definitely not good for oneself. That much is true. You need to take a break from time to time. Well, and whenever I give people such good and well thought out advice, and then remember that I do not keep to my own advice, I'm kind of getting a bit more silent. Let me see, this afternoon we're going to Air Latin. The Lavender serves seafood. I'm sorry, but I'm very busy at the moment. Trying to memorize your lines, eh? I mean, why not now? I need to kind of remember where shit is. I still need to go up into the church. And then we are almost done with the Norse block. Another nice peaceful day here. There are quite a few other countries, both large and small, on this continent, aside from Libelle, Erebonia and Calvert. But to the east of these nations, the entire culture is very different. That's why the Republic is made up of so many different cultures. Back when I was younger, I sailed all over these countries. But to the east of these nations, the entire culture is very different. That is true actually, because far in the east, they actually for some mystical reason, resembled somewhat our own more eastern neighbors, using stuff like touchies, for example, which are... That's a fancy way of saying it's a fucking katana. It's basically just an eastern sword. But you know, let's make it fancy. Ugh. Good morning. Your honor must start soon. Will you be participating? Yeah, I kinda doubt it. I hope that today's mass will be a relatively peaceful affair. Makes you really wonder what the priesty boy is expecting to happen in his mass. I mean, we're expecting some fireworks or something. Somebody start knifing each other or something. Because otherwise your mass is most definitively going to be rather peaceful. All things considered. But alas. Another nice day today. But hey, good weather or bad, I'm ready for anything the day throws at me. Well, at least he has the right attitude. I'll give him that much. Clive's been teaching me. Thanks to him, I'm a lot more confident in my work. Yeah, it's almost more like a father than a brother. Got it. I'll play it again. Applying orbital energy to the rotor blade converts the linear kinetic energy and causes the blade to rotate. Basic for any standard orbital engine. That's the only family I've got. I just want to help him in whatever way I can. That's nice of you. Taking care of the little brother. Whenever people are like it, it's kind of like, hey, let's not ask the question then what happens to the parents. Now, let's see. Until the airship shows up, I should check over the equipment. Yes, you should. Preparations and maintenance are half your success when it comes to such things, I would believe. Actually, that is not my belief. Technically speaking, it is something I just took from somebody who worked a lot of machinery. Of the more delicate kind in this case. But alas, you know, it's easy to go like, well, let's just try and boil it down to one little sentence that not necessarily that successful. Now, go down here. Also, to excuse me if I sound a bit tired, I kinda had a bit of a longer day than even usual. Pain in the ass. I had to get up at fucking 4 in the morning. I'm many great things, but I'm not a fucking morning person. Long ago, Rome was built entirely around foreign trade and commercial fishing. Nowadays, the harbor brings in the least money of anywhere in the business district. I'm of the opinion that it started turning into a tourist trap as soon as Mayor Del Moore was sworn in. We have a lot of foreign goods just packed into the ships. It's not a surprise to anyone that most of it's augment related these days. Evil-made augments are the most famous in the world. Yeah, kinda reminds me of that whole made in Germany labeling. Kinda nice, but honestly, it's kinda lost a bit of its shine over the years. I don't know why the mayor had something to get rid of them. They're just allowed to run amok, they're just going to keep getting worse. Which kinda reminds me, wouldn't the Ravens, technically speaking, be the most obvious, punkish, asshole-ish persons around, be the most easily blamed for that fire that we saw happening? Damn it, why'd I drop it? Get it back before anyone finds out. You, my friend, sound like you have a quest. Ah, now that's satisfying. Nothing like some real physical work to get your blood pumping. No thanks, not any longer. I'm not any longer young enough to find much enjoyment in that. Quite the other and opposite of that, actually. Seafood from Azalea Bay is the best you'll ever have. Alright. They recommend the fish that's fancier than wine and topped with roe. No. Actually, I'm not that big on fish, now that I think about it. Since airship transit got suspended right as I was about to leave, I had to walk it from size. Ah, you already told me. But hey, it could have been much worse. Ah, it could have. All been a fisherman. None of the fishermeister are caught fresh by me. Take a boat out early in the mornings. Not generally one to boast. Don't find fresher fish anywhere else in Ruan. Well, no shit, Sherlock. If you go out every bloody morning to catch the fish that you then, well, prepared, that's fucking as fresh as can be. You probably don't even need ice to cool it, if that's how fast you actually make use of it. I need a navigation officer on a merchant vessel. I may be a little drunk right now, but I'm at sea for a month at a time. I'm allowed, damn it. For fuck's sake, even if you were just gone for a week, of course you're allowed for a drink or two. Looking to make money in the tourism industry is a safer bet than fishing. Folks on this side of the river, we'd never be able to handle that line of work. And isn't that okay too? I mean, fishing is a lot more, practically speaking, viable when it comes to survive of it. Yeah. Just because, you know, it generates food, one of the more essential things that keep a human being going. Tourism, not so much. Tourism generates money. Money which you potentially can buy food, but that's only true as long as there is food. Take all the mercantile ways away, and suddenly people who know to fish will be in a lot higher standing than people who know how to be a nice guide. For some very mystical reason, eh? What I'm trying to say is that it probably does not hurt to remember your roots and, you know, maybe have even 1 or 2 practical skills along. And then again, I would probably die in the case of having to make use of, well, more practical skills. Mostly because I probably would cut me off from coffee and make me irritable enough to piss off somebody who then is going to use a big iron pipe to bash in what's left of my poor little head. Mercy, 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 I would say. Got no ambition, that's where you'll be sent for sure. Pretty screwed up all ours, haven't we? You're like, what, 16, 18 maybe? I had not even an opportunity yet to screw your life up. Ah, ha ha ha, I ain't drinking that. Oof. What do you do? What's with you? Change your mind about hanging out with us? Yes. Damn, I think I drank too much last night. That's pounding. Bit the worst. Yeah, man, that's the downside. If I said I wanted to quit the Ravens, he'd be so pissed. Oh, if you have something better to do, probably better. Man, there's no place fun around here to get some mirror. I mean, casinos closed. Casinos are not a good way to make money, my friend. Some bloody reason they are business. They work, they make money. Or whoever owns the casino, mind you, but not the customers. Don't wanna go home. The folks are going to be waiting for me. And you know their favorite hobby? Giving me crap. In fact, scratch it. I got a soul waiting for me. They've given up by now, I'm sure. I'd be surprised how unbelievable resistant to such shoulder treatment family members can be. Yesterday I managed to snag a salmon from a fishing boat. Easy pickings. Yeah, you know, I'm a total badass. Why not just fucking take a fishing pole? You'll probably get more than one. Yo, find anything interesting? Yeah, my face. That's a fucking interesting picture. Dee-deep, deep, dee-deep, dee-dee-dee. Very fine mansion on this side of the river. The residence of Ruins Mayor, Rose Delmore. The job of mayor has typically been held by the head of House Delmore for generations now. Now then, why should I focus my investigation next? Should I start by walking over to the crime scene? Crime scene? Which crime in particular are you talking about? There are a few I can think about. Husband's gone off to work and my son's at school. I suppose I should set about getting the house cleaned up. Yeah, I mean, everybody should do their part. It's kinda how things work. Kinda the deal you agree on, to some degree at least, you know, it's like, you do this, I do this. And I was super mad when his watch broke the other day. He always gave me such a mischievous child. But he's never satisfied unless he tries out every harebrained notion that pops into his head. Well, it's kinda how it is with young boys. They tend to be a bit, you know. No one has been changing into a real tourist area lately. Presents a real opportunity for me. It means that I'll have customers from all over Leeville coming here. Personally, I see absolutely no issue with the mayor's plans for tourist expansion. But still, you can't really just ignore all the people that are going to get stranded there and being like, I have no motivation to do anything anymore. That's not good. Do something about that. Offer some, you know, some school or something, some courses to get shit done. 30 years of the founder of House Delmore. Pretty inspiring, huh? I mean, it's some guy with a weird head, mind you, a very weird head. I mean, look at that thing. On a horse. I'm as inspired as I can be from that. Whereas technically speaking, not much. I have seen many great things that have been a lot more motivating than this. Nice boat you got there. I'll give that much. The boat is much more inspiring. A yacht, I suppose. He's always been the head of House Delmar. The mayor comes from such a noble background, carries quite a bit of clout. The estate has belonged to the head of the Delmars for generations. I see. I can't do much of anything about all the things that the mayor says. They say that the mayor is elected because of his lineage. Well, they're half right. You've said the townfolk enough, and you can be sure that they'll fight back in some way or other. But if those townsfolk who elected him all the same, they share the blame for this, don't you know? That's a very interesting way of looking at politics. Technically speaking, you vote somebody in on the assumption that what they are saying is somewhat close to what they are trying to do, which often leads to disappointment. How am I to blame if the politician that I vote in has done shit all of what he promised to do? The only thing that's left to me then is, well, A, wait for the next vote and get somebody else in to get disappointed again, or, you know, take my little torch to wherever that politician is and throw it in his general direction while cursing rather loudly. Mayor could be very particular about what he'd eat as a child. Nowadays though, he'll eat almost anything. Perhaps just part of being mayor. Well, I mean, children do in general tend to be a bit more of a picky eater kind of thing. I have immense respect for the master's good name. Feudal lords may no longer exist. And God bless the fact that apparently noble lords do not exist anymore. Every just and true person, there's another like those you met yesterday. So expect we may wind up employing your services at Bracers before too long. Don't just judge them all. I mean, come on, that's not really fair. It's not really nice. I'm sure you've heard that someone from the royal family is currently visiting Rouen, a night of yesterday's incident, and the potential dangers to his grace. Jean is being called upon to make certain that his visit goes smoothly. Yeah, I can already see that particular most noble of personage to inquire quite a bit of wrath on the more normal people. For good reasoning, that guy's a fucking asshole. Anything else down there? I don't think so. Well, I guess we are pretty much finished with Rouen, apart from the hotel, that is. We still need to go there. And then we can go to good old John and see what he has to offer us work-wise. Yeah, good question. Truly sorry for the trouble yesterday. I can only promise you that it will not happen again. I have no excuse. Never say that. Apologize again and again. That's how you do it usually. Bit of the 101 that you learn in how to treat customers. Offer an apology. Offer an apology in the name of the business. All of this nonsense. Fucking waste of time if you ask me, especially because usually that's the sort of step you take even when you're not at fault, quite clearly. It's just etiquette, basically. The more annoying part of etiquette, but still part of it nonetheless. Rouen's been called the seaside city for ages. Anyone can see why, really. Well, if I take this word, sea and side, and put it down, then I would say that should describe something at the side of the sea, and your city is apparently quite literally dead, so yeah, no shit, Sherlock. That old man is quite the master of the obvious speech, I'd say. Oh, and since we have talked to everybody and all one, I guess it's time to go to the Racer Guild and see what we can pick up. I already see new quests. What do we have here? I lost my wireless key somewhere and I really need it. Please find it ASAP. Find the prototype. I lost my orbital gun prototype along the Orient Causeway. I think I dropped it when I was attacked by monsters along the way. If you find it, please bring it to me at Joan Arms and Guards. A ferocious monster known as Helmet Crab has been spotted roving near the Sapphire Tower. As from this branch, I requested to deal with this threat immediately. I see. Rouen's seen a lot of tourists coming through lately, and keeping me super busy with guard jobs, not to mention searching for lost property. Really use your help dealing with this stuff. Yes! Must I believe it? Boom. Yeah. Good morning, John. Good morning. Good morning. You're certainly here early. Yep. Just like we promised. No, it's early. Do you have any assignments for us? Ah, music to my ears. Let's see. So many options. Go easy on us. Oh, hold on just a moment, please. Hello, you've reached the Racer Guild. Oh, it's incoming communication from the White Magnolia. How unusual. I'm impressed you were able to reach us with that old comm equipment. What did you say? I see. That's definitely a major issue. Yes, I understand. I'll send someone over shortly. What's wrong? Another case? Could be a case, or just an accident, I'm not sure. Last night, the orphanage on the coastal road caught fire and burned down. No way. And neither who might have done it. That was the proprietor of the Honoria Inn called. I'm too familiar with the Mercier orphanage. Familiar? We were just yesterday afternoon. Are the kids and the matron okay? I don't know. We have to conduct a full investigation. It has to be as thorough as possible. Would you be willing? Of course we would. Let's head over there now, then. Good. Take care. I can't confirm the whereabouts, nor the safety of the matron or the children, I'm afraid. I'd like for you to make a full investigation, including finding out those details. Understandable. That is a nice reminder of the reality we have been faced with. Reality that, really, but now, of course, we can't say for sure that that is, to put it mildly, anyone's fault, yet it could be an accident, of course. I don't think so, though. You see, fires usually start for a good reason. If you have to deal with little children, and the matron has probably done so for years at this point, you damn well know that everything that can potentially catch fire in a 1 in a million chance is something that you should keep away from children, because they will find that 1 in a million chance. Oh boy, will they. I know that from my own experience with children, and, well, remembering just how I was as a child. Believe me, if you gave me something that in any shape or form could be misused in any form, believe me, I'd find a way, and I did so rather successfully. I think I'm part of the mainly the biggest reason why my parents, father in particular, got so many grey hair. Just, you know, probably my fault. Excuse us. And you park. Yeah, that's me. Oh, are you guys bracers? Yep, yeah, it's right. Did you happen to lose a warehouse key? Yes, I did. I was working with the barrels around the crane the other day. I guess I must have dropped it somewhere around there. Waiting around to have a drink at the Aqua Rossa. I probably dropped it in that area. That's really all I know. Oh, yeah, go check it out. If we should happen to remember anything else. Sure thing. See you later. Now, I kinda don't wanna, and actually let me recapitulate that point so you do understand where I'm coming from. I don't really want to do the investigation because I'm really fucking tired. I mean, quite literally, I had to get up at fucking 4 in the morning and I've been at home like 7 in the evening. That's many hours, and I'm really not used to that shit anymore. Let's just say there's a reason why we have set things up in a way where I'm not the one going for the wholesale market, because, quite frankly, I'm not a morning person. It really drains me, and so my concentration is a bit slipping. Which means I will miss many a detail, potentially, and while that is totally okay when I do it, you know, here, where not reading too nicely or something, it's just basically I'm losing a bit of backdrop. Well, you, technically speaking, you lose a bit of backdrop. But that's still somewhat reasonable. If we do that with the main story, we, well, not we in this case, I would in this case feel very badly about it, because I do like this game and I kind of want to, you know, appreciate it. And that's rather hard when you get tired as fuck. Well, I have an idea how this is going to go. Namely, I was wondering where all of these little ways were going on, so probably, since he has talked about this, we are probably going to want to go not down here, but somehow down there. Now, how precisely did this work? Probably somewhere here. Yes, here. But yeah, so I kind of wanna, you know, today's just spent with running around, doing some nonsense here and there, and side questing, quite literally. Oh. There's something shining below us. There is. Something in the water. I wonder what it could be. Mr. Hardware here, maybe we could check it out. And what do we do? Can't exactly dive in to have a look. We had something hooked to snag it and maybe... Like a vegetable? Looks like someone dropped something. Check it out, might be useful. Maybe we should pick up some kind of tool or... A fishing rod may perhaps help? Also, Estelle is very good at handling those. But yeah. Maybe if we actually have a bit of a distance to walk, I will actually tell you the tale of this nice little day. At least somewhat interesting. Hey, old man, can I have a fishing pole? Hello, welcome, welcome. Hey, we saw you had some fishing rods upstairs. Would you mind if I borrowed one? No, not at all. Just say the word, and you're welcome to it anytime. Borrowed progressive rod. Just bring back whenever you're done. A progressive rod. Why does this sound so dirty? Probably because my mind is in the gutter. If we're done using it, we need to take this fishing rod back to the shopkeeper. Sometimes you're just sitting there and reading the word combination and you're like, that sounds surprisingly dirty actually. Sometimes your mind is so much more dirty than it has any right to be. Looks like someone dropped something. Check it out. It might be useful. Maybe we should pick up some kind of tool or... Oh, I know. Ta-da! I get it. We're going to try fishing it out. Isn't that going to be difficult? Let's just sit back and watch magnificent Estelle at work. Fine, fine. Do as you please. Bing. Snagged. Warehouse key. Check it out. I got it. Pretty impressive. I have to admit, I didn't think you'd be able to do it. Yeah, it's not really the same as congratulating me. Check it out. This looks like the warehouse key that Mr. Hark was talking about. Note telling how it got dropped in here. Let's bring it back to him. Okay. Honestly, I can, even in such a little conversation, I can kind of feel my concentration slipping a bit. That's surprising considering it wasn't that much of extra work, but still. Phew. Oof. Actually, you know what? Before we do the brief, I can absolutely see myself forgetting that. Let's give him back his fishing pole. Return fishing rod. Return progressive rod. Thank you. So, did the goddess smile upon the royal rod today? Oh, come on, man. Don't give me any more. Just let me know if you get hungry. I'll cook you the best meal you ever had. Yeah, Mr. Hark, do we have a second? About that key? Well, we found something. This is the key, right? Hand it over, the warehouse key. There it is, yep, no bones about it. Hey, thanks you guys, you really saved my skin. Hey, what's it all tangled up with fishing line? It's kind of a long story. Oh, no big deal. I got a split, thanks again. Thanks. Hopefully I can count on you if I get myself into a fix again. I mean, technically speaking, yeah. Now then, since the north basically leads to the orphanage, I'm pretty sure we can only technically go to the orphanage from here, so before we do that, let us go south onto the Aurian Causeway. I think that was called. Yes, Aurian Causeway. And finish the other two side quests and potentially explore the tower a bit. Yeah, Latin checkpoint. I'm assuming that is probably going to be where we head next. Oh, those things. I might remember those things because we already fought them at the way to the school, the Royal Academy. I need to remember how to play game. Oh shit. Boom boom boom. Oops. But yeah. To give you a nice little example of what I mean when I said that this day was annoyingly long and I'm so bloody tired. You see, my day usually does not start at fucking 4 in the morning. Today, I had the pleasure to be reminded that there's an option. So I got up at 4. I was on the road already at around 5, driving to the store. So I could get, you know, the big car. Then to the market. Getting all the shit. Buying the shit. Loading the shit into the car. Loading all of that shit then out of the car once I'm back at the store. And reduced to searching empty chests. That's really sad. And then, of course, I had basically just barely enough time to get half a pot of coffee down before I had to do, you know, the more usual duties for preparations, so it's fun and engaging. Then I proceeded to spend a lot of time I swear to God, you motherfucking bird. I'm going to pummel you now. And then I had to work till day, then we had break at yeah, lunch break at least, yay, and then we came back to doing more work, ending up with the nice little rate of me coming home at around, when was I actually home today? I think 7 in the evening. Oh yeah, that's fucking long. Does not do well for your concentration. To put it mildly. And so, yes, very happy that the day's over. This whole week has been a bit of a mess, hasn't it been? Well, can't really do much about that now, can I? Sometimes you just have to accept things as they are. Even if you hate it. Now the question is, do I want to go to the town? I mean, I guess it wouldn't really hurt, but oh shit. I hate those birds with a bloody fucking passion. They are a lot too tough for my personal liking. They are worth a lot of XP, which is nice and handy. Now let's say it like let's actually do it like this. We go down first because I don't think we can go through the checkpoint anyway. So we go down, and then when we come back up, we actually make a little bit of a break towards the tower take a look inside and, well, you know, if things go well. Nice. Will little pigs? Yeah, of course you run away. This amount of pigs for in all are actually worth just as much XP as one little fucking roadrunner. Tells you a lot about them, doesn't it? How can you run away when you are dead, I wonder? Oh, but at least our CP are finally getting back up again. That is indeed rather pleasing, I would say. But Jesus Christ. Shit. It's... Honestly, that is the only way how we can fight this thing without, you know... other things happening. Actually, do you have anything else? I mean, technically, yes, you have anything else, but... Yeah, this is not giving me the result I had hoped for, honestly. Honestly, I'd probably have been better off just outright attacking them without break. Well, bit too late. Bit too late for that now, isn't it? To be fair though, this poison plus pushback is not a very nice combination. Nasty combination, one could even say. Yeah, another. Honestly, they are a pain in the ass to deal with. Also because they have no actual obvious weakness. I guess I could set things up a bit more. Technically, I think we have enough that we could get another nice little spell. What's it called? Something... I'm not sure. White or black Gehenna, I think. One of them. Technically speaking, it doesn't really matter overly much which way it's called. But, you know. Okay, I think things are somewhat under control, so we can now try and murder them most slowly. Boop. Boop. Yeah, still an assload of XP for just two little creatures. They weren't so bloody fucking deadly, I would not even have a problem. Now then, West Ruan, pretty damn close, 175 Selge and East is Size. Which kinda gives us a bit of an, think about this. Probably the next region we are going to be then is gonna be Size, isn't it? Just going by the logic of, you know, what we've seen so far. We heard we had a messenger from Leyston Forest a while back. Now tell me what that was about. Oh, I couldn't tell you even if I wanted to, because I have no idea what fortress and what messenger. I don't know what that messenger could potentially say. Or have to say. Cromwell's talking to Sarge about something or other. What a bad feeling about this. He never brings anything but bad news. Something about the roar of the waterfall really relaxes me. Isn't this a beautiful place? You can see why it's one of the 16 wonders of Libelle. Has it? I mean, we have seen many things. Airships are not more of a wondrous thing if you ask me. This just looks like somebody built something rather close to a waterfall, the beautiful house, then the poor town of Ruin, and now Air Latin. Area has so many must-see places, honestly. Is that so? I heard that you were going to Ruin, but nothing of you coming here. Yes, it seems that the plan suddenly changed. What can you do? We're in preparation for the inspections. Yes, sir. Someone important has shown up. Yes, I know. Say, what a pain. Man, you actually have a good point. Also, once again, we have a nice point here. That name, Han. That is a male chicken. What's that? A cock? technically speaking. You know? The male variant of chicken. Yes, that is basically the German word for that. That is Hahn. There's been a lot of guests today. I'm looking for a place to stay. Should get a room ready. And yes, I will continue to point that out whenever I find something like this. Mostly because it's kinda entertaining. I mean, that cat is quite literally called Cock. CBO Cock in this case. It's a lovely place, don't you think? Since the cost of room is so reasonable, I think I might stay for a few more days. Then why are you sitting there and sighing like a bitch? Come on in. I don't have much of anything special, but I'd be grateful for the conversation. Little kettle roasted fish here are especially good. Highly recommend them, even though you may feel compelled to eat them up in one bite. So a bit more of a snack thing, eh? Not necessarily bad. Yeah, I'm pretty damn sure we know what a vegetable sandwich is, don't we? This one. Oh, actually, I mean, I still have a bit of money, technically speaking. I could probably still buy all of the rest, but before I do it, I will probably make more money. It's pretty bizarre that the ruins themselves became the waterfall. They're not. The waterfall is the waterfall. This ruin, as you so nicely pointed out, is actually not part of that. Or are you talking about this? This would more likely be some more ancient aqueduct kind of thingy. I'm assuming. I'll say one thing forgot you to hear. The view's good. Great. It can get tough when winter comes though. Oh yeah, I believe it. The air should probably be full of water. So in the summer it's nice and cool because cold water spray gets all over the place. In winter, however, Jesus Christ. I would probably try to get a new posting every bloody winter. But so much for Latin. Oh, we're still missing a monster. Just to point it out. And since we haven't found it yet, I will assume that said monster is more than likely. Great, Estelle, you did just fucking great, yeah. Is more than likely. Great. Misclicked. On the way to the tower, actually. To the Safil Tower. And once we get our little ass over there anyway, you know, why not explore it while we're there? It is kind of my preferred style, you could say. Also, I would very much like to find a few more opportunities to get a few XP and stuff, because honestly, the amount of damage I'm taking here from those creatures is rather unsettling, considering that I'm wearing the best potential equipment that oh shit, that is not how I wanted to do this. So I'm kind of feeling a bit, you know, a bit worried. Oh, so my Shadow Spear did quite literally nothing. That creature. I think actually I'm, technically speaking, still better off just attacking it with liquor and stuff. Don't disappoint me, little Estelle. Please hit it. I'm kinda reliant on that. And Estelle gets ever farther away. Poor Estelle. You know, Estelle. Why don't you... I'm weak to fire, but I don't think you have... I don't know, but I think actually Stone Hammer is probably more than enough. Actually, the poison effect has actually run out. Stella is so thick-skinned, she's actually just sitting there like, poison? What poison? And 5 rounds and I've been afflicted with that. It's gone by now. A reasonable assumption even. Well. What's now? Well. I could have used it for a attack, couldn't I? Yes, I could have. Did I though? No, I did not. Not necessarily the smartest move in the box. Maybe. Hey, we're getting ever so closer, even if it is a bit of a slow way to the point where we are almost leveled up again. And since leveling up is actually one of the more obvious ways of gathering some strength, I would say that is probably going to work rather well in our favor. Die, creature! Well, they do know a little guard break skill, which is nice and dandy. It's not going to help them for very much longer, but I can already see why the fuck I should probably concentrate on using my arts actually against those smaller creatures. Otherwise, this running around is just gonna get a lot more annoying. Is this a big one? Yeah, it is. Ah, they went with so much in the way of XP. Also, still, if you could have just, you know, petrified it, that could also have solved that problem rather nicely. Alas. West Shafir Tower. Bewar monsters. You don't shay. You don't shay game. Really, monsters now. Nice. See, Joshua did very well there. He absolutely knows how to do this shit. That's not good. That's precisely what we are doing. We're not supposed to do that. It's gonna be the same fucking problem, isn't it? Yeah. Such a waste of resources. And again, it's not like I can't buy some more if I really need to. I think actually techniques we can do for the next time. I should actually make myself probably a note for that I'm actually taking care of making some more money and buying some items. The problem is I really don't have anything that is screaming to me I am very good at murdering birds. Yeah. That's a lot of wasted points with nothing to show for, quite literally. That's gonna hurt. Like a bitch. Oh, for fuck's sake. Are you kidding me? Why the fuck, Estelle, can't you use that? Ah, such a royal pain in the ass. Okay, those birds are really fucking annoying. I mean, seriously. I have yet to find any fucking weapon that would actually do good against them, I suppose. I think I'm first out of actually, you know. That is a bit of a problem. Bit of a giant problem. How are we going to handle this? I'm assuming that is the monster I'm looking for. You found. Disappointment. I wouldn't say so, game. I'm yet to find much disappointment. in this game in particular. I'm rather pleased. Can we just go in? Yes, we can just go in. I mean, let us find out just how annoying strong you are. Physical block, eh? Ouch. Okay, can deal with them. Not so much with this one. Oh, yeah. And of course it blocks the one thing that I actually need to deal with it. Namely, my arts. And since it still has quite literally nothing left. Wow. Can't even use that, eh? Oh, you know what, actually... This is not going to work out. We need some healing items and other things. Or at least fucking EP. But right now I'm going to get fucking annihilated by that. Yeah, that's kinda not worth it. Hello, Ruin. Again. Maybe over here we can go like, hello. I mean, there wasn't really much of anything. But that too was not what we wanted to do. We wanted to take a rest. Actually, can we now? Yes, we can. We should probably make use of the... I think we can technically, but that's not going to... Just want to check this out, but probably not going to be much use. So we already murdered our way through here. Rather successfully. This is the first area where you encounter the nasties. Sadly enough, very much so. Hey, isn't this? This is close, Jewel, I believe. We have to hurry back to rescue the orphanage, though. Oh well. Since I can quite literally start feeling my little eyes growing very much heavy and very much weary, I think we'll actually have to end it here. This was not nearly as good as we have, but gives us a bit to look forward to the next time, I would say. What I will do before we end though, we'll go to the village, I suppose. Talk to them and see if we can talk to them better. Now we already have nicer and better weapons and all of that nice nonsense, and we're still getting kinda annihilated down there. That is really a problem. Kinda feel the need to train up a bit. But considering the sheer fact just how annoying it is to train there, you kinda catch my drift, eh? That's not gonna be fun and games. Well, no, it's not just gonna be fun and games, let's say it like this. And let's avoid the Manoris down that way. If you want to go to the orphanage, we need to go back to the folk. Okay. So the game basically does not allow you to pass, for the moment at least, which means there's no new conversation there, at least for now. That probably is going to be in the near future. But yeah, I'm a bit sorry that it's a bit of an abrupt and short and not really progressive much episode here, but at least for today. The day has been a bit too long for my own personal taste. I really do feel it, those few extra hours, and well, basically I also feel the physical labor involved in that. I don't do that often enough to have much practice in that, alas. So, what that means is that I, excuse me, will have to bid you adieu at this point. Have a good one and all that, and yeah, I shall be back tomorrow in a bit more of a normal fashion. Rest of the week should be somewhat normal, so at least I can play a bit, and I might actually be able to get home a bit earlier tomorrow. Then we can actually play a bit longer. I don't really want to make a promise here though, because, well, things are a bit unpredictable at the moment. And probably will be for a while longer, so I'll try my best, let's say it like this. As usual, thanks for dropping by, of course. That is very much appreciated from my side of things. And yeah, tomorrow is, as you know, a normal day, so we're probably gonna play probably some Torment. Potentially some more Valheim, because I do kind of find myself enjoying that a bit, and just going a bit for, you know, a bit troll hunting and just getting our feet a bit wet with the smeltering and forging is probably not really such a bad idea, but oh well, kind of depends on taste, doesn't it? What you enjoy personally or not. I enjoy it. If you enjoy watching it, all the better. We can probably get along on that point alone. But alas, yeah. Maybe for my next time Sea of Thieves I kind of want to have some more time, honestly, because if we do have somebody else join along, then I would kind of, you know, like to play a bit longer than just an hour, because that's kind of sad otherwise. We have to be like, hey, we are in the middle, we have fun, and boom, we have to stop now. Kind of saddening, that one. But yeah, what I will do, however, before we see this game again, this little one here, is probably going to, I will train up a few levels, and yeah, I'll probably do that off camera, probably on Saturday. We'll see. But yeah, so for the moment, as I said, we shall take a little break here. I know, not the nicest thing in the world, but there shall be better tidings tomorrow. Also, I shall believe. Once again, let me say, have a good one, and yeah.